A demo chisel is a hardened steel hand tool with a sharpened flat edge used to separate floor tile from its bedding without relying on powered machinery. For tile removal, the best practice is to start by assessing tile size and substrate firmness, because that determines the chisel width and method. Use a wide, flat demo chisel for surface work on larger tiles to lift and pry with a consistent edge and reduce the number of passes needed. For tight grout lines or small mosaic tiles, a narrow chisel gives precise control and lets you work between tiles to break the bond without levering against adjacent pieces. When you encounter cement mortar or thin set, use a heavier duty chisel with a thicker blade and a slightly obtuse bevel so the tool resists bending and transmits force into the bedding rather than into the tile. Keep the chisel sharp with a file or grinder at a shallow angle so it slices the bedding rather than mushrooming at the tip, which can gouge the subfloor. Work in short bursts and reposition frequently to avoid twisting the chisel sideways, which creates gouges. If the subfloor is wood, back off at the first sign of splintering and switch to a narrower blade or a pry bar to protect the substrate. 3 common mistakes are using a single chisel width for every job, which wastes time and increases damage risk, applying excessive force with a blunt blade, which causes uncontrolled slips and subfloor gouges, and failing to change technique when hitting different bedding materials, which creates breakouts and uneven surfaces. Avoid the first by matching blade width to tile size and keeping a narrow option handy for edges and grout. Prevent the second by maintaining edge sharpness and striking with controlled hammer taps while supporting the chisel close to the work. Solve the third by switching to a thicker demolition chisel for mortar, using a scraping angle to reduce undercutting and pausing to remove debris so you can see how the tile is detaching. BigHomeProjects.com connects homeowners with local contractors and tools to help plan tile removal projects while offering practical discussion threads where homeowners and pros share real-world tips and photos. We help contractors find project leads and let us learn from community experiences so everyone improves technique and outcomes.